like and subscribe.
So the Online Safety Act has backfired on Keir Starmer in a big way. And in the process, it's proved that all of the ways that they've tried to introduce these online verification checks just simply do not work. So what's happened? Well, someone's created a website, and there's actually quite a few of these websites, but someone's created a website where it uses AI to generate a photo ID of various MPs. Now, I do need to...
What's this app? What's this website? Wait.
Say I'm not going to link it down below. I can't share it because technically sharing it is illegal, as is pretty much everything else in the UK. But let me just walk you through.
What's I going to use it? It's for educational purposes, aren't it, Charlie?
Process of what happens. You go to a website that requires age verification. It redirects you to a site, for example, like Yoti or Verif, and on those websites, you have to submit a photo ID. People are then deciding to go across to this unnamed website. They're typing in a postcode, finding their local MP, and it's AI generating photo ID, which people are then submitting to use to these websites. Oh no, this is awful. The funny thing about all of this is
I can see this going very badly. The government could like contact the ISPs and like get people who use this. I'm not going to use this. That's
6 months to a year, the government are going to be doing a check where they basically go through all of this data, and they're going to work with companies like Yoti, Verif, and all these online verification platforms to figure out the effectiveness of VPNs. And the truth is it's actually going to massively skew the data, because when they go through who's been using what websites, which by the way, just want to point out, the fact that they're collecting all of that data, yet they're saying it's not being used as surveillance.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, apparently they're not meant to hold this data. They've said, what the heck? God damn it. If someone hacks it, they're gonna find what I've been gooning to. You know what, guys? Fuck it, dude.
Is a complete contradiction, but they're going to go through all of this data and conduct a study, and they're going to see that Keir Starmer has a chronic gooning problem. This is something that's worth talking about, though. The UK government are never going to get around this. They're never going to stop people doing stuff like this, because firstly, they're messing with people that have grown up with the internet. They've annoyed half of the country, like in a serious way, by introducing the Online Safety Act, and people are going to find whatever ways they want to get around it, whether it's a VPN, or whether it's another form of getting around these verification checks, such as what this guy's done, create a website that allows people to spoof IDs. There's always going to be a way around it. Now, I have seen this used as a common argument against my argument. My argument is that the government shouldn't be doing this sort of surveillance anyway, and it's totally against what we stand for.
Cat girls? Nah.
Or as British
girls? I'm kidding. Yep, definitely girls.
People, to be honest, what most Western countries stand for. It's against all of those ideologies. But a lot of people are saying that, well, if you can get around it with things like VPNs, why do you care so much? And it's the principle. It's the fact that, if, for example...
That was my first initial thought, was like, well, I'm going to use a VPN anyway, so it shouldn't really matter to me personally. But then decided to talk about possibly getting rid of VPNs, but like I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be a thing. I don't know how they would implement that. That's so dumb.
A new government gets in power that's somehow less than the one we've got. Not likely, still possible. If that ever does happen, we are absolutely screwed. Then a new tyrannical government that comes into power in the UK has the ability to track, monitor, and do pretty much whatever they want with our private and personal information. And this is why everyone has a problem.
I will say, like, in an ideal world, this makes so much sense, but it's not an ideal world. People want privacy, man. Didn't search up there. Definitely.
With it. By the way, you may notice, this is a total side note, you may notice,
like, you have to know that this is such a bad thing. When America started implementing stuff like this and other countries started doing this, when companies officially start doing this, like YouTube doing this, do you want to know why? That I had like, it's because they want to collect data information. This is more data for them to get like a grasp on like their demographic and be able to sell more to like the advertising companies. That's why they're so adamant about doing it. That's why YouTube just hopped on it. Was like, oh, we could do this with AI and force people to like send in their ID. They want more information to sell to like to advertisers. you know it's a bad thing when companies are like, yes, yes, we should do this, we should implement this, definitely for the children. Oh, right, for the children. Yeah, right, guys.
I've been very selective in the words that I've used in this video. My last few videos are all getting demonetized. I'm not going to say that YouTube's watching my videos and demonetizing them. I think some of the topics I'm talking about and some of the keywords I'm using are starting to make my videos ineligible for monetization. So I have opened up memberships on the channel. I don't expect anyone to join a membership tier at all. I honestly don't expect it. Just you watching my videos, commenting, engaging in the conversation, liking, subscribing, whatever. Like that's
crazy, man. This guy gets like so many views, and you know 100% that the ads. Oh wait, do they play? I think they either don't play on his channel or they actually just get rid of it. But like these views, man, he should be getting like a lot of money, like monthly. Go to get arrested in your home for a Facebook post. Yeah, we don't have freedom of speech in the UK, man. We actually don't. How much farther? As far as they can, man. Before like a revolution starts, they'll keep pushing until like something happens, and the government gets overthrown or something. They'll keep going. Right now, it's probably the perfect time for like a lot of people. Maybe not in America, because they're so adamant about like either side, left or right. They're very adamant about like overthrowing government because they just hate like the government stuff. But like right now, most of the countries, especially in Europe, it's very easy to like push the line with them because, well, it's in a time of like, I would say like some ease, like compared to like before. Like in the Middle Ages, if you push the people too far and the line is not even that far enough because they're already living in fucking squalor and shit and all of that stuff, so their life's already fucked. So if they get pushed enough, just a little bit, they'll revolt. But like nowadays, there's so many comforts. Yeah, it's easier to push them like further and further away. You know. Hope you guys get your tea party, maybe Coffee Tuesday. I don't know, man. Yo, Command Unit, what's up, man? They require login. They were totally selling our data. 100%. This is what, if they're jumping on this, they want to do this. They want to like fucking sell our data. And it's not even that far fetched because like you can't trust people to give you like the right information. There's so many fake accounts of like little kids making like accounts that are like 20 plus or whatever, but they're like 13, 14, right? So like this way they know their demographic a lot more than actually believing the person who wrote the who made the account.
To me, because no matter what they do, they won't completely strike off my revenue from the channel. They're just demonetizing a few videos and limiting ads. And to be honest, the cause matters a little bit more than my revenue, but it would also be nice to get paid for me. So since recording this video, a few of my videos that were demonetized have now been remonetized. I appealed all of the demonetization that YouTube flagged for all of those videos. After they all went through a manual review, they all passed because obviously YouTube had no reason to demonetize them. They're all very safe.
That's good. That's good. But there's so many lost views, man. So many lost views for you. That's not fair. They should reimburse like people when they find like, oh, actually, that would mean they'll train the people who manually like review this. They will train the people to like be as strict as possible.
For the platform, it's live for about 30 minutes, it gets demonetized, and then when it gets to like 50-60,000 views, which is usually where the views stop, they get to that level and they stop, then all of a sudden they turn on monetization again.
It's crazy. They just want him to stop, man. This is censorship.
It's really weird, and if any of the creators watch this and you have some clarification, please let me know down in the comments. So just so people know, I'm going to be selective in my choice of words, but I'm not going to change the nature of my content or what I'm talking about. I'm going to tackle the topics I care about because I care about them. And the second I stop talking about those topics, the government have won. And I'm not okay with that. So for me, I'm just going to find ways now to discuss these topics and not get myself in trouble on the platform, but still allow me to convey these ideas and have open.
If they don't make right when there's a false DMCA, they take in ad money. Yeah.
open and honest discussions with you guys. But I do need to say, categorically, legal disclaimer, you should not be using AI to create government IDs of
Yes, guys, do not use. Let's listen to Cyber Waffle, okay? Do not use any AI IDs. Do not go on Google if you're in the UK and you're on a website that requires ID. Do not go on Google and search AI ID, fake ID, or whatever. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Do not turn on a VPN to stop the ISPs from spying on you while you do that search and keeping yourself safe. Do not do that. Do not even search this, okay, guys?
MPs, and then going over to they're going over to websites and using it because that is bad. Oh dear, oh dear.
Do not do that, man. Nope. Do not use Keir Starmer as a fake ID thing. No, guys, stop.